Hi, my name is Vaughn Wallace with vaughnwallace.com, and I wanted to share a dream with you that I had the other night. In the distance, I could see something that looked like the Washington Monument, but it was much bigger. It reached to the clouds, and it was huge in structure and size. And as I walked up to it, I walked into it, and every step I made across the floor, the whole building would shake. And I met someone in the middle of the building, and they started telling me about the AI technology that they had new types of server blades or something like that, and it was the only place on earth that had it. And I remember thinking, this building, it could easily fall because this foundation is so unstable. And I asked him, I said, I can feel this place shake every time I take a step. And he denied it. And so in the dream, I was going to go from one end to the other to it. And I got into some sort of cable car. And we were passing buildings and stuff, but we were still going by this monument. It was very big and large. And then finally we got to the end of it, and the dream faded away. And then I saw a flash in silver wording in front of me that said layoffs. So, and if you think about it, AI, it's built on columns and support structures that can't support itself. And it is like a big building that we're building to honor ourselves, to create a synthetic God. And we all know how the Tower of Babel turned out. So it makes you wonder how God views this and how he sees what we're trying to do. Based on the dream, I feel like that the AI tower. Oh, also, I was told that I was in Washington, D.C. at the time. So I believe this building or this monument that they're building is going to be from Washington, D.C. And it may be due to the powers that be creating this thing. And it's going to be very unstable. And it could easily fall. And if it falls, it could cost... we all know that AI is in a hyperinflated bubble. I mean, that's obvious. Companies say they'll be unprofitable for several years, and then magically, within 2 years from that time period, they'll be making, billions of dollars in income magically. And there's only so many people that are willing to use AI. And there's a lot of anti-AI people out there now. They're tired of it. It's being crammed down their throats, and Microsoft Copilot to name, and people really don't use it. And Microsoft found that out, and they've incorporated it into all their products. And really, the only thing it's used for at this point by the majority of people is recipes and silly videos. And how does that help humanity? Why pour all this money into something that's going to be used by the common everyday man to watch silly videos and to create silly videos and pictures and stuff like that? The cost is so expensive, environmentally wise, water wise, electricity wise. Our electricity costs will continue to go up. During winter times, we may have power outages because of the demand on the grid. Is it really worth it? How do you use AI in your work environment or your day-to-day life? Is it for recipes and looking up what's the latest movie, or to do thrift shopping to figure out what you can resell something for? Is it really worth the cost? And there's only so many people out there that are willing to pay for it. Google with their search results, and also Bing provides it for free, or at least a sample of it. So AI is definitely similar to the Tower of Babel, and very well is built on very unstable foundations because it doesn't have the revenue to support the cost that's incurred by building these robust systems. Also, LLMs are currently limited in what they can do and their ability and intelligence. A lot of the tests you see that they keep improving on, they're being trained how to take the test. And if you look at, if people go through school and all they're taught is how to pass a test, what good will it do them in life? And that's sort of the way AI is right now. With our current LLM technologies, they've basically scraped all the data on the internet at this point. I mean, how much smarter can they get, if at all? I think there needs to be another time of research for it to progress forward. And I believe it will progress forward at some point because evil has an investment in this, and it wants to have an investment in it because something has to create the beast system. And this would be the perfect beast system. To have something under your control that controls humanity's thoughts and processes